Welcome to Inspirational Leadership. We're up to number 7 in our Leaders Self-Care series. And this week we want to look at attitudinally. We're asking, how do you take care of yourself? And we've said you need to do that. You need to do that spiritually, you need to do that physically, and you also need to do it attitudinally. Now, attitudinally says that so much of our ministry is generated by what we think we should be doing and what we think is successful. And what we need to do is actually repent of some attitudes that are not helping and make us unhealthy. For a start, we should repent of busyness. I've heard it said that busyness is as fashionable as a Prada handbag. Everybody's busy, and it's like busyness is a badge of importance and a badge of success. I even talk to art students at university who say they're busy. Can we actually believe anybody when they say they're busy? The trouble is that we think that busyness is what makes us important, and it doesn't. We talked before about hurry sickness. It is a sickness. Just as busyness is unhelpful attitudinally, hurry sickness is unhelpful attitudinally when we're running from one thing to the other. And when we do that, over busy, hurry sickness, we run on adrenaline. We kind of go from one peak to the next. And going from one peak to the next on adrenaline is really, really unhelpful. And lastly, what we need to do attitudinally is spend more time in what people refer to as quadrant 2 activities. Let me see if I can explain that to you. Quadrant 2 activities are those things that are not urgent, but they're important. Now, if you imagine 4 quadrants where you've got urgent and you've got important on 2 different axes. So in other words, there's some things that are urgent and important. There are some things that are urgent but not important. There's the area quadrant of waste, the things that are unimportant and not urgent. And you know what? We spend a heap of time in there. The quadrant that'll make the biggest difference to you attitudinally, if you can spend time in that space where the things that are not urgent, they're not pressing, nobody notices if you don't do them, but they're incredibly important. Things like planning, things like praying and thinking through what God is leading you to, things like your own self-development, things like true recreation of you, as we talked about under physically looking after yourself. Attitudinally, you need to spend time in quadrant 2 activities. So the action, where do you need an attitudinal change? Is it your attitude to busyness? Is it your attitude to hurry sickness? Is it running on adrenaline? What attitudes do you have that is hurting your ministry and will hold you back from lasting over the long haul?